Hello and welcome back, everybody. It's JP1970 and I'm coming to you with another video. Today, I want to talk to you about the puzzling case of the last stagecoach robbery in the United States. So that's what I'll be talking about today. I'm going to give you the who, what, when, and where of this infamous little tale from Jarbidge, Nevada, a little remote mining town 100 miles from the closest railroad depot and nestled deep in this valley. It's very difficult to get to this little town. In fact, even to this day, there are no paved roads in or out. You have to travel a dirt and gravel road to get to it. Well, on a snowy night on December 5th in 1916, the old mail truck was making its run into Jarbidge, delivering that week's mail and also the mining payroll, a tidy little sum of $4,000 cash. And as the driver was heading down into the valley, he was ambushed. Appears a stranger stepped on the back of that little wagon and shot him in the head. He didn't even know what hit him. Well, down in town at the post office, everybody's waiting for this mail delivery, and it was late. It was like 3 hours late, and they were really concerned. They were really puzzled about where the mail and where that week's payroll was. So they sent out a search party at about 9 p.m., and they talked with some of the people who lived in the area up there in the remote canyon. And one lady said she'd seen the wagon go by her house, like on time, and everything was normal. And the driver was all bundled up, and she couldn't tell if it was him for sure, but she waved and he waved, and he just kept on. And there were two other men with him. Oh, well, that was unusual, and that was unexpected. Part of this search party, they found the wagon, and they found the dead body of the driver. The driver's name was Fred Searcy, and he was the man who was driving that wagon. He was the poor man that was killed that night by some ruthless killers who just wanted that $4,000 cash he was bringing into town. So now there was no real clues left at the crime site. There was no gun. There was no empty casings, but there was a black coat that had been left behind. And that black coat was rumored to belong to a drifter in the area that had been seen around town for a little while. And this led them to the drifter named Ben Kuhl. I hope I'm saying that right. It's Kuhl, Ben Kuhl. And they found Ben, and they also found a .44 caliber revolver in his little cabin down there in Jarbidge. But he said he was at the saloon that night, and people vouched for him, although they did say he left for about an hour. Well, it wasn't long before they arrested Ben Kuhl on suspicion of committing this crime and this robbery. Brings us to Ed Beck and William McGraw, who were also known as his accomplices in this crime. And all three men were arrested. But what really made this stick, besides that black coat that was found and the .44 caliber that was found in his cabin, was, and this was the first time this ever happened, was a bloody print was found on the empty envelope that was holding the $4,000. And that bloody print belonged to Ben Kuhl. So Ben Kuhl was found guilty of the murder of Fred Searcy, and he was given two options. He was going to die either by firing squad or by hanging. But after 2 years of appeals, where they'd done away with capital punishment by this time, they decided to give him a life sentence. And he's said to have spent 28 years at the Carson City prison right here in Nevada. Now, his friends fared a little bit better. Ed Beck, who owned the gun, actually got more than 6 years in prison. And then William McGraw, who basically rolled over on both these guys, only got 10 months. Now, here's the big mystery about this case and why it's still kind of interesting. They never recovered the $4,000, and it's believed to be buried up in the hills near Jarbidge. So if you're kind of curious and you want to do a little digging for treasure, you might want to check out the hills near Jarbidge, Nevada. Thanks for checking out this video, everybody. Let me know what you think in the comments. You want to see more of these? I'll get better at it. I know I'm still kind of rusty at all this. This is a different style video, but I'm just fascinated by Nevada history and by the true crimes that have happened in this state. So let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks, everybody, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, and Merry Christmas.